All right, Shalom. All right, bear with me 1 second. I'm just checking the feed and we'll get rolling. All right, Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Quadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. Back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. All right. Pray that this lesson is informative and also edifying to the elect out there, man. All right. You sincere brothers and sisters out there, man, that are tuning in. So, I was just surfing the internet looking for some information, a topic to get into here. And I titled the show, this is News and Prophecy, Cashout before the Crashout. Then the next phase is the Charagmah. All right. And everything as I'm about to present, it all lines up. All right. So let's get into it. All right. Let me share my screen. Bear with me. All right. So, I was reading some, blogs and stuff like that. And I came across this. It says, why are billionaires selling shares? All right. So you got these top billionaires. They're selling shares. They're selling their stocks off. So just reading this real quick. It says several weeks ago, billionaire CEO J.P. Morgan Chase Jamie Dimon filed to sell shares in the bank for the first time in his 18 years as a CEO. Not only was it his first time selling, he chose to unload a whopping 8.6 million shares. His peers say that he is simply planning for retirement, while others see this huge insider sale as a warning signal. All right, and that's what I want to get into. All right, so let's play this video, and we'll make some points here. All right. Let me pull it on the bigger screen. Salakia. Here we go. So this is from WeOn News. Billionaire CEOs sell off billions in company stock amid record highs.
Telling you more. Take a look. As the stock market continues its upward trajectory, billionaire CEOs, founders, and heirs are seizing the opportunity to cash in on their holdings. In a series of unprecedented moves, high-profile figures such as Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, to name a few, have collectively sold billions of dollars worth of shares in their respective companies. Data from insider stock sales firm Verity reveals staggering numbers. Jeff Bezos alone unloaded $8.5 billion in Amazon stock. Mark Zuckerberg offloaded approximately $1.2 billion in Meta shares over the past 4 months. These sales come at a time when the S&P 500 index has hit record highs, climbing 28% in the past year, and the Nasdaq Composite Index has surged nearly 40%. Many of these transactions were executed by automatically selling shares at predetermined dates or price points. These plans provide executives with a defense against potential insider trading charges. However, some notable figures, such as Leon Black of Apollo Global Management and members of the Walton family, opted to sell outside of these plans. The magnitude of these sales has raised eyebrows, prompting speculation about the motivations behind these moves.
Yeah, so there's a lot of speculation going on why these top billionaires are selling billions in their company stocks. All right. So the question is what do they know? All right. What do they know versus what the public knows? All right. They have a lot of insider information. And through the spirit, speculation, I believe that they know that this thing is going to crash out. All right. That's why I entitled this show, Cash Out before the Crash Out. Okay. Because remember, you got these billionaires, trillionaires, they're buying up, land in Hawaii. They're preparing doomsday bunkers, different things like that. This is all in the news. All right. So what do these high profile devils, what do they know versus the public, Because at the end of the day, when this thing crashes, the next phase is most definitely going to be the CHIP. All right. And I'm going to make a point on that in a second, just to prove that digital implantable device is going to go in the body. All right. And I want to bring out this patent that I came across as well, but we'll get into all of that. Right.
Outside of these plans. The magnitude of these sales has raised eyebrows, prompting speculation about the motivations behind these moves. Compensation consultants and industry analysts suggest various factors driving these high-profile stock sales. Some point to potential political uncertainties, noting that executives may be looking to capitalize on current market highs amid anticipation of future changes. However, tax breaks implemented during the Trump administration may also be a motivating factor, with executives seeking to take advantage of favorable conditions before they potentially change. The sale of stock by long-tenured CEOs like Jamie Dimon adds another layer of intrigue, with experts speculating on the implications for both the executives' personal wealth and the future leadership landscape of their respective companies. Bureau Report, Rion, World is One.
All right, so something is definitely up, and that's why, we were commanded by Yahweh Shem to remain upon our watch. All right. So just to add on to this video, this came out today. This is from newstarget.com. So the headline it reads, it says, financial analysis warns China will overtake American economy and dollar is finished as global reserve currency. Right. Let's read on a little bit, and then we'll grab some scriptures in a minute. All right, because everybody knows that the dollar is finished, and this is what we're patiently waiting on, man. We know that eventually they got to get rid of this old system to bring in the new. All right, which this new system is going to consist of what they call a technocracy. All right, cryptocurrency, digital currency. All right, all these things, all roads lead to the CHIP, basically. All right. So it says the Chinese economy is posed to take over the U.S. economy, according to financial analyst Richard Bove, who also believes the American dollar is on the brink of a devastating collapse. This is why, these billionaires or whatnot are selling off their company shares. All right. They have some type of insider information of something devastating coming. All right. So it says, financial analyst Richard Bove, who also believes the American dollar is on the brink of a devastating collapse. It says Bove, whose predictions have been accurate in the past, is convinced that other analysts also see the writing on the wall but won't speak up about it because they are monks praying to money and don't want to talk about the financial systems that are the source of their livelihood, right? So they see it coming. Let me get a quick scripture that reminded me of Ecclesiastes 12. All right. The keepers of the house shall tremble. Right. So this is Ecclesiastes 12:1, and it reads, it says, remember now that thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. All right. This is speaking about right now, man, that we need to turn and repent and come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai while the evil days come not, so that the Lord may have mercy upon you. All right. This is the time of Jacob's trouble. The scriptures say a time like no other is coming upon the planet Earth. All right. So this is the time to get right, man. All right. The doors of mercy are still open. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Verse 3, my point, it says, Ecclesiastes 12:3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, right? The keepers of the house are the people who watch over the economy, all right? The investors, the people at Wall Street, the stock, that watch over the stock market, all right? These people that handle, major currency and portfolios, these financial analysis. All right, these are all people that are tied to the economy. You know, that watch over the economy or whatnot. All right, so they see exactly the direction where this economy is headed, which is total devastation. Right. So it says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. All right. So we're coming to a time where society is eventually going to crash out. All right. As we've been prophesying, man. All right. As we just read, the writing is on the wall. All right. But it's not being talked about as it should be. Right. So let's go back. It says, let's read a little bit more. It says, he told the New York Times in no uncertain terms, quote, the dollar is finished as the world's reserve currency. It says he identified the offshoring of American manufacturing as one of the biggest threats to the dollar and the financial sector because, quote, the people making the goods elsewhere are getting greater and greater control of the means of production, and therefore greater and greater control of the world economy, and therefore greater and greater control of money. All right. And, you know, I brought out a lesson the other day, just going into the fact of how everything is being depleted. All right. And you have, you know, farmers, you know, they're not, farmers are being closed down. They're being shut down. All right. They can't grow crops. They got to get rid of the animals, which is basically bringing forth a famine. And the Lord told us in prophecy that he was going to break the staff of bread and the people were going to starve. All right. So there's so many different, you know, scenarios of devastation that's coming to America, man. All these things tie into the total collapse. All right. The crash out, you know. It says Bove is known for sometimes making dramatic predictions. And while he sometimes misses the mark, he did accurately predict the 2008 housing crisis back in 2005 in a report entitled "The Powder Keg is Going to Blow." The 83-year-old has worked for 17 brokerage firms during his lengthy career and counts of J.P. Morgan Chase chief executive Jamie Dimon among his supporters. Right? It says, jumping down, it says, Bove isn't the only analysis who is warning about the decline of the dollar. See, as we just read, the keepers of the house shall tremble. They see what's about to happen. Okay. See, these top devils are not, you know, selling shares and stocks off for no reason, man. All right. They have the heads up. All right. This thing is coming. Right. It says Bove isn't the only analysis who is warning about the decline of the dollar. In recent years, the currency has been sliding toward the end of its dominance on the world stage. Many countries have been working hard to reduce their dependence on the U.S. dollar and for global payment transactions, especially emerging markets. It says J.P. Morgan's Alexander Wise said, quote, the risk of de-dollarization, which is a periodically reoccurring theme throughout post-war history, has returned into focus due to the geopolitical and geostrategic shifts. All right. Everybody is moving away from the US dollar. All right. Which is going to result in a total crash, a global reset, if you will. All right. So anyway, all right, well, let's get some scriptures real quick, and I want to make my next point. All right. Because it's all headed towards collapse. All right. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 10. And it reads, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, that there should be a noise of a cry from the fish gate. All right. The fish gate, which goes back to the places of business. All right. It says, and a howling in the second and great crashing from the hills. Right. So there's going to be a market crash. It's going to be an economic collapse in America again. All right. Verse 11, it says, how you inhabitants of Maktesh, it says, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. All right. And this will be tied. You could tie this to, like, you know, Wall Street, the place of business where they handle, the money, the finances and things like that, right? It's all going to be cut off. Your investors, okay, the people that handle the stock market. Verse 12, it says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leads, that saith in their heart, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai will not do good, neither will he do evil. And there's many false prophets that are not keeping you up to date of what's getting ready to happen here, man. Many of these guys that claim to be Israelites are settled upon their leads. They're comfortable, man. They're in their security, their prosperity, right? They're pushing a spirit of basically being comfortable here, which we're not in the time to be comfortable, to be settled, man. This is a time of urgency. All right, understanding the times, what's getting ready to happen, preparing your spirit for these things to go down. Right? It says, therefore, their goods should become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They should also build houses, but not inhabit them. They should plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. Verse 14, Zephaniah 1 and 14, the great day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is near, it is near, and hasten greatly, all right? Because these things are moving forward very fast, man. All right? Jacob's trouble, civil unrest, famines and plagues, all right? Just total anarchy, man. All right? In the streets of Babylon and streets of America. All right? The great day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it is near, it hasten greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. All right. That's what's coming, Jake. All right. A day of trouble and distress, uncertainty. All right. A loss of security, comfort. A day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, also tying into the destruction. All right. When the Lord sends fire upon this place. A day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, as their flesh as the dung. Neither shall their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. You see that? So your money is not going to deliver you in the time of destruction. All right. This is the point that I'm making, that the money, the green paperback, the dollar bill is becoming obsolete, man. All right. We're in the midst of that transition now, man. All right. So these top devils, they know that that this thing is getting ready to come. You know, the system is getting ready to crash out, basically, right? It says, but the whole land should be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So this destruction is going to come quick, man. All right. Babylon is going down fast, basically, right? Now, knowing this and understanding this, right, we see the situation that the dollar bill is in, and we know that the next phase is going to be the Charagmah, all right, the sea hip, right? And I want to make a point on that. I was looking up more information, just digging around, reading stuff, right? So I came across this as well. So this person had it in title here. It says CBDCs in the social credit system in Revelation chapter 13 of the Bible. It's coming, right? So people know what's up, man, right? Which led me to this link here, right? Just to prove that this implantable device is going to go in the body, man. All right, that's going to be the new way of buying and selling, right? And this is patent, all right, W02200600606, all right, 666A1, cryptocurrency system using body activity data, right? Cryptocurrency system using body activity data, all right? So based off that headline alone, it tells you what's up, right? I got another one just to add on here, right? Which was a little bit better. So it says here, all right, as you see the patent, this is the patent. You can look this up on your own too. All right. 666 cryptocurrency system using body activity data, right? And it says here, let me see if I can make this a little bigger. All right. So this is proof that this device is going to go in the body, man. Right. Let's read this abstract a little bit. Right. This is heavy stuff, man. Applicants, Microsoft Technology License LLC. All right. Remember what it was about a year or two ago? All right. Bill Gates came out with the patent 666. This is a real deal. Right. Cryptocurrency system using body activity data. All right. How are they going to do that? By having this thing in the body. All right. So abstract, it says human body activity associated with a task provided to a user may be used in a mining process of a cryptocurrency system. A server may provide a task to a device of a user, which is communicatively coupled to the server. It says a sensor communicatively coupled to or comprised in the device of the user may sense body activity of the user. Okay. So this device has to go on the body, man. Right? This is the implantable device here. What else could it be? It says a sensor communicatively coupled to or compromised in the device of the user may sense body activity of the user. It says body activity data may be generated based on the sensed body activity of the user. All right. This is the whole dynamic behind this biometrics technology, man. All right. This is the nanotechnology that they're going to put into people's body. Right. This is the Charagmah here, man. All right. It says the cryptocurrency system communicative coupled to the device of the user may verify if the body activity data satisfies one or more conditions set by the cryptocurrency system and award cryptocurrency to the user whose body activity data is verified. Ooh, see, this is the world to come here, right? All right. What else could it be? All right. This is the Charagmah, man. You see? Let's grab this too. All right. Salakia. All right. This is the world to come. AI, palm scanners, facial recognition, augmented reality, and more. The dystopian future is now, as I did the lesson before, going into the social credit score, which is another component of the B system. This thing is here, Jake. All right. Like I said, you can't ignore it no more. You can't act like you don't know what this thing is, man. This thing is here. And those that don't agree, all right, where does this technology fall into the prophecies? All right. How are you going to break this down to the congregation is the point. You see? Anyway, 2 Thessalonians, you already know. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 6, and now you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. So, and this is what's happening to Esau now. All right. He's being revealed and he's being consumed by the spirit of the Lord's mouth, which is by the way of the prophets. All right. Right now, this is a heavy year of exposure. All right. All things that's done in the dark is coming to light. The point, verse 9, even him, Esau, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right. So he's coming with the power of Satan. All right. His pseudoscience, his technocracy, the Charagmah is all here in your face. Okay. You can't get around this thing, man. All right. The information is overwhelming. All right. This is the Charagmah here. This is the patent. You can look this up on your own time. You see? Let's grab this too. Right. Just wanted to play this video. All right. Because those payments, all right, it's coming. It's going to be, this is the new form of currency. Right. Real quick, before I play the video, was there anything I wanted to take out of this this article real quick before I play the video? All right. Let's just read a little bit here and we'll play the clip. So it says, people often say that unless something is done to stop it, the world will become a dystopian nightmare at some point in the future. The reality, though, is that we are already there. All right. We are already here. Just in the past several years, advancements in things like AI, artificial intelligence, cashless payment systems, augmented reality, and more have happened so quickly that one could argue that we are in a dystopia right now, though there is still much more to come. And the scriptures talk about what? That knowledge would increase, right? Let me get that real quick. That's Daniel, the 12th chapter. Okay. It's Daniel 12:4 says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. And we are at the end of the world. We are at the end of an age. All right. The end of Esau's dominion, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased, right? So we see the increase of the knowledge of the Lord, the understanding, all right? The prophecies, you know, those things are going out. And also you have this increase of this technology, man. Okay? Knowledge shall be increased, all right? The future is now, man. Okay? Let's go back. It says, unless some kind of black swan event puts an immediate stop to it, the dystopian future will rapidly become the dystopian present, and in many ways it already is. It says, take palm scanning, for instance, paying for food and other items with the swipe of the hand rather than with cash or credit used to be a futuristic concept from the book of Salakia. Let me slow down. It says take palm scanning, for instance, paying for food and other items with the swipe of the hand rather than with cash or credit used to be a futuristic concept from the book of Revelation. However, some stores are already using it, including Whole Foods Market and its parent company, Amazon, at its Amazon Fresh stores. All right. So money is going to be a thing of the past. All right. This is why stores are only allowing you nowadays to use credit cards, debit cards. All right. Eventually they're going to do away with that. They're already conditioning people to scan the palm of their hands, and eventually, you know, people are going to have the Charagmah. All right, where they're going to be able to scan their hands, their heads, you know, as it goes into the book of Revelation, chapter 13. All right, and we got to read all of this. All right, we already know through the Spirit what's about to happen. Right, so let's just play this video clip real fast. All right. It was back in 2019. So micro C-hipping humans wields great promise, but does it pose greater risk? All right.
An intense debate is underway over the benefits and drawbacks of human microchips. They're already used to identify ranch animals and pets, but the practice of implanting chips in people is also on the rise. Those who embrace the idea say they see it as a way to take back control of their personal data. But others are worried about how that data could be used. Special correspondent Malcolm Brabant reports from Southern England as part of our Breakthrough series on the leading edge of science, technology, and medicine.
I don't want to live a normal life. I want to live an exceptional life, and I want to try things and do things that perhaps others in my situation have never done.
Meet Alex Lewis, interior designer, businessman, adventurer, and motivational speaker.
We were just an ordinary family. Me, Lucy, and our son Sam.
Then, just over 2 years ago, I caught a common cold.
It was to change the course of my life overnight.
I'm in this condition thanks to an incredibly rare case of strep A, and it led to toxic shock syndrome, septicemia, and subsequently sepsis. I lost all 4 limbs within about 6 or 7 months.
Alex is a pathfinder for those with serious medical conditions. In the remains of each arm, a microchip has been implanted. One is to hold medical information, the other for a chore the able-bodied take for granted.
For me, as a prosthetic user, one of the most fiddly things is keys. Keys are a nightmare for us. And the microchip, when looking into it, we realised quite quickly that it could save a lot of time. So for me, it was going to be beneficial for that. I could lose 15 minutes trying to get in my front door. I could lose 10 minutes trying to get out of my back door. And now all that's been saved.
These microchips use a system called near-field communication. It's exactly the same sort of technology used in contactless debit and credit cards. Like the bank cards, the chip's information can be scanned, but it cannot transmit. Once banking security has been configured, developers believe consumers will soon be free to spend with the implant.
Ooh, you hear that, right? Consumers will soon be able to spend with the implant, man. All right? Straight out the scriptures, man. All right, Revelation 13, straight to the point. Revelation 13 in verse 16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, all right? And we know that that word mark goes back to the Greek word Charagmah. That's the implant, all right? And that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, all right? That's the system that's coming to pass here, man, all right?
Once banking security has been configured, developers believe consumers will soon be free to spend with the implant. A British railway ticket, but it's much different in Sweden, a country supposedly leading the microchip revolution. On Sweden's high-speed rail lines for the past 18 months, implanted passengers have put their travel payment on the chip.
Jag tycker att det är jättebra med...
I think it's really good with a chip ticket. I love all companies that use the chip technology.
But the rail company is stopping the experiment. The number of implanted passengers is relatively small, and it wants to pursue other forms of ticketing. This is not a setback, insists Sweden's microchip pioneer Johan Österlund, a former body piercer seen here giving a TED talk.
We can do easier travel. We can do faster and safer payment. We can do something as mundane as opening a door. I mean, the opportunities are endless.
Unfortunately, these innovators often don't think about the political ramifications.
Gus Hussain is the executive director of Privacy International, a non-profit that challenges overreaching state and corporate surveillance.
In today's world particularly, we have to imagine how governments and how ambitious politicians and even ambitious corporate executives will try to imagine putting this type of technology into you so that they can exploit your data and ultimately exploit you.
Exactly. And that's what it is, man. And that's why we read the scripture. He calls of all. He's going to make this, he's going to constitute this thing and make it law. And by doing so, they're going to be able to have full control over you. They're going to own you. They're going to be able to track you. All right. This is all part of the technocracy, this beast system that we see that's coming to pass right before our eyes. All right. So the future is now, man. It's all here. All right. So I didn't want this lesson to be too long. I just wanted to make those points. But as we see, all right, you know, going back to the point, you know, you got these billionaires, you know, these top elite, you know, Edomites that are selling shares, that are cashing out before this thing crashes out. All right. Because they have the insider information that pretty much this thing is done. All right. And we know the going to follow next. All right. So this is all proof that this technology is going to go on the body. He's going to be able to monitor and control everything that you do. All right. Your whereabouts, what you can do, what you can buy and sell, what you cannot do. Everything's going to be tied to that beast system. All right. Real heavy stuff, man. So I'll leave it there. That's pretty much the point. All right. We'll go ahead and close it out. All right. So, hey, I pray that this quick lesson was informative and also edifying, man. So I'm going to close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring. Hey, Shalom.